Hello, Golden State Warriors fan. We're back with an exclusive video bringing you the latest updates. First of all, subscribe to the channel and like the video. It's crucial for you to stay informed with the news daily. Without further ado, let's get to the news. The basketball world has been buzzing non-stop with whispers that have been circling the rumor mill for weeks. And now it seems that the pieces are finally falling into place in a way that could shake the entire NBA landscape for years to come, with Morant, one of the league's most electrifying young talents, reportedly agreeing to a stunning 4-year deal with the Golden State Warriors. A move that insiders are suggesting could redefine not just the team's championship prospects, but the very dynamics of player movement in the modern era. Because Morant's style of play, his unmatched athleticism, and his uncanny ability to dominate both ends of the court could fit perfectly alongside the Warriors' existing core, especially when considering how Stephen Curry's sharpshooting, Klay Thompson's perimeter defense, and Draymond Green's versatility could suddenly be complemented by a guard whose explosiveness and playmaking create opportunities that were previously impossible to imagine. And while the official announcement has yet to drop, sources close to the situation hint that contract negotiations moved faster than anticipated, driven by mutual interest, strategic alignment, and the undeniable appeal of Morant playing in a system that rewards speed, spacing, and high basketball IQ, generating excitement among fans who have long wondered what a pairing like this could truly achieve. If the deal indeed comes to fruition, analysts predict that the Warriors could pivot into a new era of dominance, one that blends seasoned experience with youthful exuberance, providing a template for how franchises might approach talent acquisition in the next decade. Because adding Morant isn't just about a single superstar. It's about creating a culture shift where high-octane offense meets disciplined defense, where the excitement of highlight reel dunks intersects with strategic spacing and shot creation that can destabilize even the most meticulously structured offenses. And the timing could not be more perfect, given that the Warriors are entering a phase where maintaining competitive advantage is critical, with other teams aggressively pursuing top-tier free agents and a salary cap landscape evolving in unpredictable ways, pushing franchises to make calculated moves that maximize long-term success without jeopardizing financial flexibility, and insiders are suggesting that the Warriors' front office, long praised for their shrewd decision-making and ability to balance risk with reward, saw Morant not just as a player, but as a transformational piece who could inject new energy, boost fan engagement, and create narrative momentum that extends far beyond the confines of Oracle Arena, potentially setting the stage for a storybook chapter in NBA history. Rumors swirling around locker rooms and media outlets hint that Morant's decision was influenced by multiple factors, including coaching philosophy, team chemistry, and the potential to compete immediately for championships, with sources indicating that his advisor spent countless hours analyzing game footage, interviewing current players, and evaluating how his skills could mesh with the Warriors' unique offensive sets and defensive schemes. Because the synergy between Morant's explosive driving ability, elite court vision, and finishing skills with Curry's gravity-defying shooting, Thompson's off-ball movement, and Green's versatile defense could create an ecosystem where every possession feels like a highlight opportunity while still maintaining structural balance. And the discussions reportedly included considerations about long-term health, mentorship opportunities, and brand growth, signaling that both parties viewed this move as mutually beneficial beyond pure basketball. Metrics as social media chatter has exploded with fans speculating about which lineups will dominate, what new plays will emerge, and how this combination could redefine the pace of play in the Western Conference. And even though there is no official confirmation yet, the intensity of the leaks suggests that the announcement could arrive sooner than expected, prompting widespread anticipation across forums, podcasts, and nightly sports shows eager to dissect every nuance of what could become one of the most significant signings in recent memory. Beyond the obvious excitement for fans, insiders are hinting at strategic implications that extend into draft positioning, salary cap management, and potential trade flexibility, as acquiring a talent like Morant for 4 years provides a multifaceted advantage, allowing the Warriors to plan roster moves with clarity and confidence. because having a young, elite guard locked in gives them leverage when negotiating contracts, pursuing complementary pieces, and maintaining flexibility for unforeseen opportunities. And the speculation is already fueling endless debate about how opposing teams will respond, with some analysts suggesting defensive schemes will need to evolve drastically. Rotations will be tested in new ways, and coaching staffs will have to innovate to mitigate Morant's impact. While others argue that the Warriors' blend of seasoned veterans and youthful explosiveness creates a balanced threat that could make them nearly impossible to defend if everything clicks. And the media frenzy surrounding this potential signing is amplifying daily, with rumors about jersey sales, marketing deals, and even potential global exposure making headlines, all of which contributes to the perception that this isn't just a basketball transaction, but a full-scale cultural event capable of influencing the NBA landscape for years, heightening anticipation among fans, pundits, and casual observers alike who are all eager to see how this narrative unfolds. The market reaction, according to insiders, is equally intense, with betting odds, fantasy projections, and social media sentiment all reflecting a sudden surge in optimism for the Warriors' future, because Morant's arrival could immediately shift power dynamics, not just in the Western Conference but across the league, challenging the notion that dynasties are fixed and proving that strategic acquisitions, when aligned with existing strengths, can dramatically alter competitive hierarchies. And while skeptics caution about injury risks, system fit, and chemistry questions, the prevailing sentiment among those closest to the situation is that the upside far outweighs potential pitfalls, with analysts noting that Morant's unique skill set complements rather than conflicts with the Warriors' established style, creating a symbiotic relationship that could yield efficiency gains on offense, versatility on defense, an overall increased pace of play. And even casual observers are drawn into the conversation, with debate threads, fan forums, and highlight compilations trending daily, reflecting an unprecedented level of engagement and curiosity that seems to validate the idea that Morant joining Golden State is more than a signing. It's a pivot point, a rumor that carries transformative weight and sparks imagination about a future where the Warriors' brand of basketball could evolve into something even more electrifying, capturing attention far beyond the traditional fan base. Sources hint that internal meetings within the Warriors organization focused heavily on Morant's potential leadership impact, suggesting that management believes his arrival could influence locker room dynamics in profound ways, because his combination of confidence, charisma, and competitive fire can galvanize teammates, instill a winning mentality, and foster a culture of accountability that resonates with both veterans and younger players. And while rumors caution that personality integration is always unpredictable, the general consensus is that Morant's professional maturity and basketball IQ make him an ideal addition to a team seeking sustained excellence, as insiders indicate that discussions have considered mentorship opportunities, alignment of long-term goals, and strategies to ensure that his presence amplifies existing strengths rather than creating conflict. And beyond basketball considerations, there's talk of commercial potential, with sponsors, media appearances, and community initiatives all factoring into the overall assessment, reinforcing the idea that Morant's 4-year commitment could extend its influence well beyond the hardwood, shaping narratives, boosting engagement, and strengthening the franchise's position as both a competitive powerhouse and a marketable entity, which adds a layer of intrigue to the story as fans, commentators, and analysts continue to parse every hint, leak, and speculation. Even casual observers are now fixated on potential starting lineups, rotations, and statistical projections, with analysts poring over data to forecast what Morant's presence could mean for team efficiency, pace, and scoring distribution. Because integrating a player of his caliber involves delicate balancing of touches, responsibilities, and defensive assignments. And the rumors suggest that coaches have been simulating scenarios where Morant operates as primary ball handler, secondary playmaker, or even dynamic off-ball threat, assessing how spacing, timing, and synergy could be optimized for maximum impact. And while official confirmations remain pending, the intensity of the speculation has created a feedback loop where every subtle tweet, Instagram post, and insider comment is dissected, adding layers to the unfolding narrative and beyond technical basketball implications. The rumor itself has taken on a life of its own, with fans imagining highlight reels, playoff heroics, and epic matchups that could define Morant's tenure with the Warriors, while the media ecosystem amplifies every tidbit, projecting confidence, doubt, and excitement in equal measure, establishing this potential signing as not merely a roster move, but a living story that evolves daily, feeding conversations in forums, podcasts, and social media threads with endless material for discussion. As the rumor gains momentum, whispers about potential trade scenarios, complementary signings, and salary cap strategies intensify, with insiders suggesting that this four-year deal could unlock opportunities that were previously considered unattainable, because Morant's skill set not only fills a positional need, but opens strategic flexibility that allows the Warriors to consider pursuing additional talent, managing contracts more efficiently, and adjusting lineups creatively based on opponent strengths and weaknesses. And even without official confirmation, these conversations dominate sports media discourse, reflecting both anticipation and speculation, while fans engage in spirited debate about what the ideal roster could look like, who benefits most from the arrangement, and how rival teams might respond. And while some caution about hype and unrealistic expectations, the overwhelming tone across credible sources suggests that Morant's potential move to Golden State carries profound significance, not just as a rumor, but as a transformative narrative that could influence competitive balance, marketability, and the broader cultural relevance of the NBA, creating a sense of expectation and excitement that continues to ripple across fan communities, analysts, and insiders alike, making this one of the most closely watched and discussed potential transactions in recent memory. As whispers continue to circulate through locker rooms, social media channels, and sports media outlets, the excitement surrounding Ja Morant's potential four-year contract with the Golden State Warriors has reached a fever pitch, with insiders suggesting that the deal could be a game-changer not just for the team, but for the entire league, because Morant's arrival would inject a level of athleticism, creativity, and dynamism that complements the Warriors' established strengths while challenging opponents to rethink defensive strategies. And while no official confirmation has emerged, the rumors have sparked speculation about how rotations will adjust, who will handle primary ball-handling duties, and how offensive spacing could evolve to maximize Morant's finishing ability. And sources indicate that management sees him not only as a talented scorer, but as a transformative figure whose energy, leadership, and presence could galvanize teammates, inspire younger players, and create a culture of relentless pursuit of excellence. And the buzz around potential matchups, playoff scenarios, and statistical impacts has created a continuous cycle of analysis and discussion, with pundits, commentators, and fans projecting possibilities, weighing risks, and imagining what a Morant-Warriors combination could mean for championships, legacy, and the broader narrative of the NBA, establishing a sense of anticipation that feels almost cinematic in its scope and implications, capturing attention far beyond the typical basketball audience. Before we continue, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any exclusive Dubs updates. Let's keep going. Reports from anonymous sources close to the situation indicate that Morant's advisors have been meticulously analyzing every facet of the Warriors organization, from coaching philosophies to locker room dynamics, in order to ensure that a potential signing aligns with both professional and personal priorities, because the decision extends beyond pure athletic performance, encompassing mentorship opportunities, long-term development, and compatibility with existing stars. And while speculation remains rampant, insiders suggest that the alignment of vision, style of play, and organizational culture may have played a decisive role in moving negotiations forward, and the anticipation surrounding his potential arrival has dominated sports discourse, trending across forums, podcasts, and social media platforms, with debates focusing on rotations, offensive schemes, defensive matchups, and overall team chemistry, while also considering the cultural and commercial impact, including merchandise sales, brand partnerships, and community outreach opportunities, all of which contribute to a narrative in which Morant's presence could redefine what it means to build a championship-caliber roster, further amplifying the significance of this rumor and keeping fans, analysts, and commentators engaged in a continuous, dynamic dialogue that feels as intense as the games themselves, shaping expectations and fueling imagination. Insiders are also hinting at potential ripple effects across the league, with rival teams closely monitoring the situation and strategizing responses that could include defensive adjustments, player acquisitions, or even coaching adaptations, because adding a talent like Morant creates challenges that extend far beyond Golden State's own lineup, forcing opponents to reconsider rotations, defensive matchups, and offensive planning. And the speculation has already created a media frenzy, with analysts projecting pace, scoring distribution, and efficiency ratings under various hypothetical scenarios, while fans engage in spirited debates about which combinations would optimize performance, who benefits most from the arrangement, and whether the Warriors can sustain chemistry while incorporating a high-usage player. And the cumulative effect of these rumors has amplified the perceived importance of the deal, transforming it into a story that is as much about strategy, psychology, and market positioning as it is about individual talent, generating endless conversation, anticipation, and tension, and highlighting how a single player's potential signing can catalyze excitement, curiosity, and speculation on a scale that transcends the confines of any single game, season, or franchise, turning this rumor into a living narrative that evolves with every new hint, leak, and insider comment. The potential implications for team identity and playing style are also central to the ongoing discussions, as analysts suggest that Morant's arrival could shift the Warriors' offensive philosophy toward even faster transitions, more aggressive spacing, and heightened versatility, because his unique combination of speed, agility, and court vision enables him to function effectively in multiple roles, from primary ball handler to secondary playmaker, and even as an off-ball threat capable of creating spacing opportunities for Curry, Thompson, and Green. And insiders hint that coaching staff have been modeling scenarios to optimize his integration, assessing how touches, rotations, and defensive responsibilities could be balanced without compromising team cohesion. While speculation continues to dominate fan forums, podcasts, and highlight analyses, fostering an atmosphere of excitement and anticipation that feeds on itself, as every new rumor or leak sparks additional discussion about playoff potential, individual accolades, and strategic matchups, with casual observers, diehard fans, and professional analysts all participating in the unfolding narrative, transforming the potential signing from a basketball transaction into a multi-dimensional story with implications for culture, marketability, and the future competitive landscape of the NBA. Off-court considerations are also fueling the rumor mill, as sources suggest that Morant's potential move to Golden State could create numerous commercial, marketing, and branding opportunities for both player and franchise, because a young, dynamic star joining a historically successful team expands fan engagement, media visibility, and global reach, while also providing sponsorship, merchandise, and media content possibilities that extend beyond basketball. And insiders hint that these factors may have played a subtle but influential role in negotiations, adding weight to the argument that the deal could be mutually beneficial in ways that transcend the court, while analysts continue to speculate on potential impact metrics, projected team efficiency, and the ripple effect on competitive balance, and a sheer volume of discussion, social media activity, and media coverage has made this rumor a dominant topic across sports ecosystems, fostering continuous analysis and debate regarding rotations, offensive schemes, defensive adjustments, and team dynamics, creating a sense of living drama that keeps fans, commentators, and insiders alike on edge, eagerly anticipating confirmation or denial and speculating about every potential consequence. The ongoing buzz has also highlighted the importance of chemistry and leadership considerations in evaluating Morant's fit, as sources indicate that management is focused not only on his statistical contributions, but also on how he interacts with teammates, contributes to locker room culture, and complements existing leaders because integrating a high-usage, high-energy player requires delicate balance, mentorship opportunities, and alignment of long-term goals, and while skepticism about potential clashes or personality conflicts exists, insiders suggest confidence in Morant's professionalism, maturity, and basketball IQ, reinforcing the notion that this rumored signing could positively influence team morale, performance consistency, and overall culture, while simultaneously generating excitement and narrative potential across fan bases, media outlets, and social channels. And the cumulative effect has transformed speculation into an almost continuous discussion, with every tweet, podcast episode, and media segment dissecting details, scenarios, and implications, establishing a pervasive sense that Morant's potential arrival represents not merely a transaction, but a pivotal narrative moment, capable of influencing strategic, cultural, and competitive aspects of the league for years to come. Stay updated exclusively with the latest Dub Nation news. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to keep getting daily updates on the Warriors. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. Your input is essential for the Dubs community. Stay tuned for the next video.